Russia now has enough troops to seize the Ukrainian capital Kiev or another city, but Moscow's forces are not yet sufficient for a full takeover and occupation of the country, according to Ukraine's former defense minister. In an interview with The Guardian, Andrei Zagorodnyuk said the situation now looked pretty dire. Russia could now seize any city in Ukraine. But we still don't see the 200,000 troops needed for a full-scale invasion, he said. His comments follow an ominous briefing by the Biden administration about the Kremlin's military buildup on Ukraine's border. The White House said on Saturday that Moscow had assembled at least 70% of the firepower it needs to give Vladimir Putin the option of a major military operation by mid-February. US officials have warned that a full Russian attack could lead to the swift capture of Kiev and potentially result in 50,000 civilians killed or wounded. They said the Russian army had now positioned 83 battalion tactical groups near Ukraine, each with between 750 and 1,000 soldiers. The figure has risen from 60 battalion groups 2 weeks ago, they added. Speaking on Sunday, Zagorodnyuk said he did not believe a Russian invasion was inevitable. He said the remorseless Russian troop buildup was proceeding along textbook lines but that the Kremlin's intentions and strategy remained opaque. "We don't see a political endgame here," he said. "If Putin seizes Kiev, there will be full-scale war. The Ukrainian army forces will fight. There will be enormous resistance for all time. Why would you do that?" He added, "Ukraine is not going to say let's join Russia. This is understood. Unless, of course, Putin is totally delusional and has his own understanding of reality. There will be blood, sanctions. Nobody needs that kind of international war in Europe right now." Zagorodnyuk said the US administration was right to release intelligence about Russian plans and capabilities. On Thursday, US officials claimed to have evidence of an elaborate plot by the Kremlin to make a very graphic fake video of a Ukrainian attack as a pretext for a military invasion. Downing Street said on Friday it had high confidence that Russia was planning to fabricate a reason for attacking Ukraine. Zagorodnyuk said the plot seemed a bit exotic but added that Moscow had previously carried out similar false flag operations. From Thursday, Russia will stage major military exercises with Belarus, within striking distance of Kiev. According to the NATO Secretary-General, Jens Stoltenberg, Russia has deployed 30,000 combat troops, elite Spetsnaz units, Su-35 fighter jets and S-400 missile defense systems. In total, there are now 135,000 Russian troops on Ukraine's border. They are stationed close to the Donbas region in the east, where the Ukrainian army has fought a low-intensity conflict with pro-Moscow separatists for almost 8 years. Russia has moved troops up into Crimea, in the south, which Putin seized and annexed in 2014. Its forces are also stationed in the breakaway Republic of Transnistria, next to Moldova, in the west. US officials briefing on Saturday said 14 battalion tactical groups were on their way to the border from other parts of Russia. The US believes the Kremlin would want between 110 and 130 battalion tactical groups for use in a full-scale invasion, but stressed that Putin could decide on a more limited incursion. Including support units, Russia could be aiming to have 150,000 troops in place for a full-blown military offensive, one US official said, adding that the build-up could reach that level in the next couple of weeks. Ukraine's embattled pro-Western president, Volodymyr Zelensky, made Zagorodnyuk defense minister after winning a landslide election victory in 2019. Zagorodnyuk later left government and now runs a think tank, the Center for Defense Strategies. Russia has increased its troop numbers in Belarus. They are getting ready for a potential invasion. "The main concern I have is for Kiev," he said.